Good morning, friends. Myself, your botany mentor, Dr. Mukesh Kumar. Most welcome in your dream classroom, Hortus Botanica. Today we will study about modification of taproot. We have studied in our last class what is taproot. Now, this taproot, which is the elongation of radicle, will undergo modification for its adaptation against the adverse environmental condition, their habitat, surroundings, isn't it? And this is called modification. So whenever you use the term modification, it is a type of alternation with respect to their shape and size of the root to perform a special function. This is called modification. So today we will study different type of modifications in taproot and adventitious root, but we also go through the different modified taproots along with their examples. So let's see the modification of taproot. Yes, so you must have to define, if you are a class 11 student, what do you mean by modification? As I told you that modification is a type of alteration, change, right, with respect to the forms, structure. Why? To acclimatize the very adverse surroundings. So how you define modification? Yes, so you can define it as any alternative change. This is not a normal change. This is a type of regular change. That's why alternative change, where in shape and structure of root. Why? To perform spatial function. That function must not be the normal. Yeah, it's other than normal function, that is absorption and conduction of water and minerals. It's called modification of roots, isn't it? Now, what is the cause of modification? Yes, mainly we have three causes of modification. First, food storage of food. Second, MS, mechanical support. And third one is the spatial function. But mind well, the taproot which is found inside the soil need not to provide mechanical support. Are you getting my point? See, if some structure is present inside the soil, this is the soil, and this is the taproot present inside the soil. So what we will find that since it is present under the soil, so they need not mechanical support. As a result, the taproot will modify due to two causes. So mind well, if taproot system, their cause of modification, yes, you can say two. But whenever talk about adventitious root system, cause of modification, yes, three. Here first, food storage and a spatial function. Here, yes, food storage, spatial function, and add one more, that is the mechanical support, because adventitious root will arise non-radical part. It may arise from the branches, stem, and the larger plant will be there. They need mechanical support, which is being provided by the adventitious root. So they provide mechanical support. So mind well, taproot system, more cause of modification, yes, two, but adventitious root system, cause of modification, three. What is not common among between both? Yes, it is mechanical support, isn't it? Now move. Yeah, so modification of taproot due to food storage. First we have, yes, we have FUSIFORM. By name it is very much clear. Fusiform. Fusion is there, isn't it? So what happens? See, if we have this is the radical and this is showing the elongation. So what happens? It will elongate and swells up due to the food storage. It is found that they are going to become broad at the center and gradually fuses tapers towards up top as well as towards down bottom right now. So what we are finding? We are finding that how this structure is going to taper towards both top as well as towards bottom. So fusing towards both top and bottom, that's why the terminology is fusiform. Fusing towards both top as well as bottom, isn't it? That's why it appears like this very structure, spindle shape structure, and this is very common in radish. What is the botanical name? Yes, botanical scientific name is Raphanus sativus, and this belongs to family Brassicaceae. Brassicaceae, right now. Earlier name was Cruciferae. Now, so this is fusiform, thicker at middle. As I told you, this is the middle part, hypoglottal part, thicker, and tapers towards both end. End means to say top end as well as the bottom. So it will tapers towards both top and bottom. An example is radish. Swells up due to food storage. This is the main cause. We studied that it swells up due to food storage. Now, so this is the first modified structure, fusiform, isn't it? And all the structure will be very similar to the taproot. Means to say, as I see, I just revise, take a revision. Yeah, means to say, this is the taproot, as I told. Okay, so this is broad part, tapering towards top as well as bottom. Okay, this is the reduced structure. You will find this is the leafy structure and this is called a radical leaf. Radical leaves. Fine. So this is the reduced stem. Reduced stem because this is bearing leaf. Now this is the primary. Say this is the this is the primary root. From that, this is the secondary. From that, this is the tertiary root, and finally, yes, we have rootlets. We have already studied in the previous class. So these all are the lateral branches. So this is radical, primary root will be there, main root will be there, plus lateral branches, whole root system, that is the taproot system. So all other parts are very similar. Here we are going to only studying that what happened. It is modified due to the food storage, and if it will store food, then what will be the shape? It is main our concern. Then we find here the shape will be this is spindle type because middle part is broad and it tapers towards both top as well as bottom. So it's termed as fusiform. Is it clear? Now come. Correct the second one. This is the conical. By name it is very much clear. If you will just consider the half of this taproot, this is the conical structure. So what you are finding, it is broad at the middle and tapering towards bottom. But I am not talking here, this is the middle part. Rather, see, this is the topmost part, this is the origin, and it is tapering towards only bottom. So it appears like a cone. So cone like a structure. That's why scientists termed them as conical. So again we have this radical lips will be there. This is the reduced stem, primary root, then the branches will be there, secondary roots, and in this way this is the conical found in carrot. Botanical name is Daucus carota. So what we find here? Yeah, we find that thicker at upper side, here at the top, and tapers gradually downwards. Okay, that becomes like a cone. That's why the name of the root is conical, isn't it? Now, Consider about the third one. This is called NAPIFORM. What happened? You will find, see, this is the structure. It swells up, so store the food swells up, but it tapers all of sudden towards the bottom. All of sudden it is tapering. See, whole structure is thick and it tapers at the bottom abruptly, suddenly. So it becomes like top shape structure. लट्टू के आकार का हो जाता है ये. So it becomes top shape structure. So what happened? What we find? This is swollen, yes, due to food storage, thicker at the upper part, tapers suddenly, achanak, abruptly, downwards like thread. See how it appears like the threading structure. And this is found in, yes, turnip. Botanical name is Brassica rapa, and yes, it is very much clear that its family is Brassicaceae. Brassicaceae family is there, isn't it? Now come to the fourth one, and this is tuberous. By name it is very much clear. Whenever you use the term tuber, tuber stands for irregular structure, having no definite structure. So again it is, yes, it is originating from root and it becomes very irregular structure having no any particular shape or size. That's why it is called tuberous structure. Very common in the floriculous plant. Scientific name is Mirabilis jalapa. So what happened? Yes, this is yet underground taproot we are talking about, and it swells up, turn irregular. That's why called tuberous, found in the Mirabilis jalapa. So we have these four types of the modified taproot that modify due to the food storage and get a specific shape, a spindle shape in fusiform as in radish, cone shape, yes, as in carrot, top shape as in the napiform, and irregular structure tuberous as in 4 o'clock plant, that is Mirabilis jalapa. So this is the modification due to food storage. Another, we have one more, that is modification due to spatial function, because we know there is no mechanical support in taproot due to its underground position. Now see, yeah, so this is modification of taproot due to a spatial function. Okay, spatial function means apart from absorption of water and conduction to shoot system from root. See, first we have is, yes, we have nodulated root or trabeculated root, and second we have is respiratory root. First we'll study about the nodulated root. What happened, right? What happened? See, we have this various structure. Yes, plant is there, roots are there, radical roots, underground position is there, and they are growing very well. But it is found that they execute the nodules present on these taproots. Yes, these are of course underground structure, but they execute this nodule, right? So these are the root nodules, and it was found very much common in legumes plant. Yes, pulse plant, isn't it? So what happened? It was noticed that these root nodules, right, these are the site of NIF, nitrogen fixation. So they have very important enzyme nitrogenase, and this nitrogenase enzyme is not of the root, rather of the bacteria. Okay, in general, if you are talking about the legumes, then we have rhizobium or plural rhizobia. So this is the bacteria. That bacteria grow around this root. This is a soil-borne bacteria and shows the very good symbiotic association to the root of legumes. So this bacteria and root legumes execute their symbiotic association. Symbiotic association. We will study in detail mineral nutrition. The whole chapter is there in physiology. So due to this symbiotic association, what happened? This this plant will get the fixation of nitrogen with the help of enzyme. Nitrogen is only present in the bacteria. And for example, we have rhizobium. Isn't it? So what we are finding? We are finding that root is what the main function of the root. Yes, the main function of root is nitrogen fixation. See, this is not the main function of root. This is the special function of root. This is the special function. This is the nitrogen fixation. And for that nitrogen fixation, what is the modification? Yes, it becomes node-like a structure in the taproot, and that's why it is called root nodules or nodulated roots. Isn't it? So this is about the, yes, what we are talking about, nodulated root or trabeculated irregular roots. These are, you are finding the very good structures. These are the root nodules are there. Isn't it? See here also you are finding root nodules as I told you right now. So what we are finding, tap roots of legumes form nodules on their branches with the help of nitrogen fixing bacteria. As I told you, rhizobium will be there. Rhizobium right now by their symbiotic association. So the host plant is legume plants like pea, bean, gram. These are the pulse plants, right? And the guest plant is, yes, bacteria. That is the organism is bacteria. This is the rhizobium, and their symbiotic association help in the nitrogen fixation. So this is the special function of, yes, root, nodulated root, as main function is the nitrogen fixation. Is it clear? So main function is nitrogen fixation. Mind well. Now come to the point about the second and very interesting. This is the respiratory root. They have nematophores. Now try to understand about it. See what happened. In fact, we have this plant. See, okay, and this plant is, say, it has water, and apart that they have also high concentration of salt. So this condition is called saline. Okay, salty water is there, and such a habitat where it is prevalent, this is called mangrove vegetation. Mangrove vegetation. Isn't it? Now, this is the mangrove vegetation, saline condition, water plus salt. So what happened? These are the taproots. Okay, these are the taproots, no problem. So what happened? It is found that they need fresh water. Okay, they have no fresh water among their surrounding. So what happened? They tend to move out of that habitat. Means to say, well, we find that roots are always, yes, positive geotropic. We know this is the positive geotropic. Okay, but what we find here, we find that this very root is coming up. This is. So it is found that such types of the, yes, such types of the condition were found. Like this. Yeah. So what we are finding here, these are the very important branch of the root growing upward. So this is now negative geotropic. This is very unique and exceptional for any root. Root are positive geotropic. It is negative geotropic. Sometimes it is also called as apogeotropic. Sometimes, but not always. Apo stands for free. Free may be any part. So you can say this negative geotropic is a type of apogeotropic. Apo means free. It is not towards gravitation. That's why apo. And going just opposite to the positive. So very specific term is negative geotropic. Right now. Now collect. What happened? Whenever this grows, this is a type of branch. So if a branch is there, internode is there, this is called fore. Right? And this is supposed to be nematophore. isn't it? Now, it is found that this is a very important structure. This is a very important structure, lenticular structures having porous structure. They have the aerating pores are there. See, these are the aerating pores, and these very aerating pores are called, since present on the nematophores, that's why termed as nematophoid. Thod means pore, a pore, nematophodes or nematopore, nematopores. So these are the aerating pore, okay. These are lenticels, you know, lenticels, aerating pores are there, right? So, and these will help in the exchange of gases, So what we are finding? We are finding they are exchanging gases, so help in respiration. This is not the normal function of fruit. Normal function is the absorption and conduction of water and minerals, and here you are finding how roots are involved in exchange of gases. Again, it is a spatial function, okay. So this is the spatial function and found in the mangrove vegetation. Second very important points, collect very important points. These are found in the mangrove vegetation. Execute negative geotropic or apogeotropic, okay. Sorry. They have nematophore on which nematophores are there. That helps in the exchange of gases. That's why it is called as respiratory roots. So these are the important points. They may come in your examination. One thing more. What happened? We have dryness. This dryness is of two types. One is the physical dryness. Another one is the physiological dryness. So what do you think here? Water is present. Okay, water is present but unused. You can't use this water. That's why this type of dryness is called physiological dryness. Okay. Similarly, we say physical and physiological darkness. Right? If complete light is off, dark is there. This is physical darkness. But once you will see sun at 12 o'clock, just see the sun, and after 2 or 1 minute, just you see another part from sun to another part. What you will find? You will find nothing. No visibility is there. Due to more light, that's why called what? Physiological darkness. Similarly, we have water is present, but plants cannot take its water. It's called what? Physiological dryness. A question may come that this physiological dryness has been reported where? In mangrove vegetation. So these are the important concern to the nematophorous root. So collect the important points. See. So this is the nematophorous root. Nematophores are there. See how the nematophores, this very structure is coming up. This is the negative geotropic. So these are the halophytes. Mangrove vegetation shows physiological dryness. Negative geotropic. Many roots of taproot come out of the root ground and grow vertically upward. Such roots are called nematophores. Nematophore or lenticels of the nematophores get oxygen for respiration, so it helps in the exchange of gases. And the very good example given in our NCERT is rhizophora. A part of that, it is found in the Hydraceae, Soneraceae and Avicennia. Soneraceae is very commonly found in the belt of the Kolkata Sundarban. It's also known as Sundari, right? Now Sundari plant is called as, right? Now see the condition. These are the taproot. These are, see how it is going up. Okay, nematophores are there. These are also nematophores, right? And you will find as a strip this very structure, and these are the nematopores. These are the nematophores. Breathing pores are there, and that breathing pores, see here also how the respiring plants it is the respiring plants, and these respiring plants have these nematophoros. See, water is present but not neat as usual. So this is the you can say physiological dryness is there. That's why it execute negative geotropism by nematophores, isn't it? So we have studied here the modification of taproot, cause of modification, and different types of modified taproots, isn't it? So thank you. Just like, subscribe this video, give your good comments and your suggestions to upgrade all these things, okay, and be a great doctor to serve humanity. I am with you, your botany mentor, Dr. Mukesh Kumar. Thank you very much.